Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Update. I'm Dr. James Meschino. We've seen short-term studies in the past suggesting that higher intake of calcium reduces the risk of colorectal cancer. Now, in 2025, with over a 20-year follow-up on 500,000 participants, average age 69 for women and 59.5 years for men, that over that 20-year period of following almost 500,000 individuals, the study showed a strong and consistent correlation with higher intake of calcium from food and supplements and a reduction in colon and rectal cancers. Now remember that colorectal cancer is the second most common cause of cancer death, so these findings are very important. More specifically, the study showed that participants in the highest 20% of calcium intake had a 29% reduction in colorectal cancer compared to those who were in the lowest 20% of calcium intake. They showed that for every 300 milligrams of total calcium intake and dietary calcium intake and calcium supplement intake, the colorectal cancer risk was reduced by 8%, 10%, and 5% respectively. Now, male participants with the highest calcium intake, those in the top 20% of intake, were consuming a little over 2,000 milligrams of calcium per day. And for women, the women who were in the top 20% of intake were consuming a little over between 1,700 and 1,800 milligrams a day. This level of intake was associated with a 29% reduced risk of developing colorectal cancer. This is really impressive. So how does calcium help to reduce colorectal cancer risk? The evidence is very strong that calcium directly and indirectly slows the rate of cell replication of cells that line the colon and the rectum. Slowing down the rate of cell replication reduces the risk of genetic mutations that often lead to the development of cancer. So it appears to be that simple. You slow down the rate of cell division, there's fewer genetic mistakes in the cells in the intestine, and so there are fewer cancers that show up. So calcium slows down the rate of cell division. The bottom line, in my view, is to ensure that you're consuming at least 1,500 milligrams of calcium per day, which also helps to reduce risk of osteoporosis. Now, this can be done through a combination of consuming healthy foods high in calcium, like low-fat yogurt and whey protein shakes, along with taking a high-potency multivitamin each day that already has 500 milligrams of calcium and 1,000 IUs of vitamin D, as vitamin D helps to work with calcium to prevent osteoporosis and certain cancers. So these are practical and simple ways to get appreciable amounts of calcium and vitamin D on a daily basis. This is sort of what I employ personally. I've provided a link to the research in the text below. Keep that calcium daily intake, at top of mind, because I think it's really important for a number of reasons. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.